Today we are going to learn how to create a case for public forum debate. The case is read at the beginning of the debate during the constructive speech section, where you present your arguments for or against the resolution of the debate. For NSDA, the time limit of the constructive speech is 4 minutes, and for AGD the time limit is 5 minutes. So you want to make sure that your speech doesn't go over the time limit. Here is an example and basic structure of a case. First, you have the intro, then the definitions, the framework, your first contention, claim 1, or you can say subpoint A, your evidence, warrant, and impact to that claim, your second claim, and your evidence, warrant, impact of those, and then your second contention, and so on and so forth, and finally the conclusion. So first in your case, you want to state the resolution of the debate and state which side you're on. For example, if I'm on the con side, I could say, we strongly negate the resolution resolved bananas are better than apples. Or, we uphold the pro side in this debate on the resolution that bananas are better than apples. Before stating this, you could add an introduction or a hook, but that is optional. Next is the definitions and framework, where you define some unclear or ambiguous words within the resolution. Then you state your framework, where you present to the judge the guidelines the debate should be judged by. These two aspects are all very important within a debate. After the introduction, definitions, and framework, you will finally present your arguments. First, you have contentions, which are the big ideas of your side. Usually in a case, you have 2 contentions, but you can't have more. And they each have equal length and importance, so if one contention falls, you still have the others. Under those contentions, you have claims, which are the specific arguments you make. And under each claim, there needs to be evidences, warrants, and impacts. The evidence is information, data, or quote you provide to back up your claim. Somewhere in there, you need to state where this piece of evidence came from to establish credibility. A bad example of an evidence would be, there has been no mass shootings ever since strict gun control in Australia. Without credibility, it can be easily refuted. A better example would be, according to Dr. Oliver from Stanford University, in Australia there were 13 mass shootings in the 18 years before the assault weapon ban, but there have been 0 mass shootings ever since. After the evidence comes the warrant, which is the explanation on how the evidence proves your claim. For example, if your claim is about gun violence and your evidence was about the mass shootings previously mentioned, you need to explain how this ban directly caused the cease of mass shootings. You would obviously want to say how criminals have no way of getting a gun capable of hurting multiple people because of the new gun laws. Lastly, you need an impact to show why this claim matters. You need to answer the question, so what, to have the judge vote for you. For example, if you're talking about how stricter gun laws can prevent gun violence, you need to say how many lives can be saved from this and how society will become much safer for everyone. This way you are giving the judge a reason why to vote for you. Finally, after presenting all your arguments, if there is still time, you can give a conclusion and summarize all your claims and impacts. Now let's look at a sample case on the resolution that the benefits of using artificial intelligence outweigh the harms. So this is a con case, and first they have the introduction, stating their side and the resolution. After that, they give some definitions, for example, of harm within the resolution, and artificial intelligence. Note that they all have the sources labeled to establish credibility. Next, they have the framework, which is basically telling the judge what it takes to win their side. For example, here it says, as AI is based on computer technologies and all computers have flaws, if we prove that the integration of the AI into the society poses more ill effect and dangers than the benefits in the near future, then we shall win this debate. After this, they have their first contention, due to the fact that all computers, including AIs, are flawed, the use of artificial intelligence is dangerous to the society. So this is the first big idea of their side, which is basically saying the potential harm that the AI could do to us. The next contention, the next big idea they use, is contention 2, integration of AI into modern society alters the way society functions, which would cause devastating ill effects. So this is basically saying the implementation of AI will cause immediate negative effects. So basically the first contention is talking about the potential dangers to society by AI, and the second contention is the immediate effects of the implementation of AI. And note that this also corresponds to their framework, which says that the integration of AI into the society poses more ill effect and danger than benefits. And their ill effect corresponds to the second contention, and danger corresponds to the first contention. In each contention, there are claims, specific arguments that fit under that contention. Let's take a look at one of their claims. It is their second claim of the first contention, that the flaws of AI may endanger the global economy. Under this claim, there are evidences to support it. For example, here it says, a report by Thomson Reuters says algorithmic trading systems now handle 75% of the volume of global trades. There are also other evidences that basically support the same idea that AI controls most of the financial market. But with this, it is not enough to prove their claim that AI may impose danger on the global economy. This is why we have the warrant, which connects the evidence to the claim and proves the claim using the evidence. So here, the warrant is, but since the current world economy is so interconnected, the integration of AI in stock markets would pose great danger due to the reduced amount of human intervention on the tasks. Many investors place stop-loss orders in algorithmic trading systems in which they would automatically sell all the stock holdings if the price of the stock drops about 5% below the current trading prices. However, if the market suddenly declines for no apparent reason, it can trigger a series of stop losses in algorithmic trading systems, causing an extreme ripple effect across the market that unnecessarily amplifies the initial market movements. So basically this part is explaining how AI controlling the market will cause extreme ripple effects across the market that amplifies the initial market movements. Next, they have the impact, which is saying how this matters and answering the question, so what? What does it mean if the AI may be flawed in the market? Here they explain that the investors' over-reliance on the stock market's AIs would cause them to not bother about overseeing the tasks, significantly increasing the risks for an economic crash when a chain effect is triggered. And obviously an economic breakdown is not good. And that is the end of this claim, and in each claim the same structure is used: claim, evidence, warrant, and impact.